right, welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So let's focus on today's theme for the pod, which is everything to do with perseverance. And I was just thinking about the journey so far, how the year has been. We are now wrapping up the month of August and reflecting back on the last 30 odd days and, of course, the last 8 months. Um, I was kind of mulling over and just thinking about, what is it like to be here and to be able to do this work? What is it that keeps me going? And more importantly, for you as a healer and you as a coach, and my question to you, of course, is, what is your power of perseverance? Like, how do you, stick around? How do you get to go from day to day with the intention of doing the work that you are doing? Maybe you've just begun, and it's been maybe say the first 3 to 6 months of doing this work, or maybe you've been around for the last, let's say, 3 years, and you've done a lot of the work, but maybe you're still in that stage of um, starting, and no matter how many times you try, you somehow are not able to complete the process. You're not able to get going and get off the ground. So the question, of course, to you is that how do you um, fuel that perseverance to keep going? Now, the other thought, of course, was the word perseverance itself. It's a very interesting frame, and I was doing a little bit of very micro, very quick research on uh, where this word perseverance comes from. And interesting because there are two elements to perseverance. One is the severance, as in the seriousness with which you're doing the work, and two, of course, is what happens when you think about being um, being complete, being thorough. Like, so you're literally being so into um, the intent of really wanting to succeed, let's say. So you're focusing thoroughly on succeeding, and of course the other element is where you're being really serious about it. So it's an interesting way of thinking about perseverance, because when you're on days when you're feeling lost, or days when you're maybe asking yourself, you're questioning yourself, like, how am I going to be able to break through? What is going to get me that breakthrough? This is a great way to kind of reflect back on it, saying, if you have chosen to tap into the power of perseverance, then just remember that sooner or later, but eventually, you will be able to get to that place where you're intending to. Maybe it is in the context of building your community. Maybe it's in the context of building your business, especially as a healer, especially as a coach. Whatever be your intent, whatever you have chosen, one thing I can definitely tell you is that and I've said this many times before, and I'll say it again. It's so simple, yet we forget. We try to sort of get all fancy in try to crack the code, but really, truly, it is about showing up. It is about showing up every day, whether you feel like it or not, whether you're able to show up 100%, whether you're able to show up 20%, or somewhere in between. But what's most important is that you show up, and when you do this, in the long run, everything works out. So as always, these pods are designed as a way just to remind you to keep going, because you do have a special message. You do have a purpose which you're meant to share with the world. And for me, I take this as part of my duty, my responsibility to show up and remind you as well to keep showing up, and seeing what is in store for you for the day. And when you do this over a period of time, you will definitely succeed. As always, these pods are created with you in mind, And I really look forward to seeing you in our community. We do meet every Monday and Friday between 6 and 7 p.m. So this is a great way for you to get started. And for those of you who are interested, there is a link in the description below. So come join us. And I look forward to seeing you in our community. As always, having said all of this, of course, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.